Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Oceana. I am so excited to share this video with you guys. I have such high hopes. I have not filmed it yet. I have not read any of the books yet. And I'm so highly anticipating one of these books in particular, but like all three of them. In honor of the 1-year anniversary of a video that I did that I called Reading Christian Booktubers' Favorite Books. That video was such a random idea and it went so well because I ended up loving a lot of the books in that video. It just continues to like be a lot of inspiration for me to step outside of my box when it comes to reading. I know that at the end of 2023 and beginning of 2024, I really wanted to just focus on my mood and what I wanted to read and what the classic genres are that I like to read, and just focus on those books and enjoy reading. I was out of the box a little too much during parts of the year of 2023, but I do still like to try books that I normally wouldn't, that I'm not necessarily drawn to, but because I see them being popular among my friends or just among the popular world of books, I have this curiosity seed in me that I feel like I'm like putting off sharing these books, but only because I just feel like you guys are going to be excited. I'm excited. So I'm not doing any particular person in this video. I just kind of picked books that I have seen to be popular, or even authors that I've seen to be popular among the Christian booktubers that I watch. So one in particular. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Okay. So number one, you guys, is When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer. And I know several people that have loved this book. I've seen a couple people warn me about content. So there's been a couple of reviews that I saw that the content like goes pretty intense, and depending on what your comfort level is, it might be too much. But I have a fairly high tolerance for content depending on what it is. You guys know. So I do feel like that won't be a hindrance for me liking this book. I think it'll be the historical setting and the dual timeline that is the hindrance. But When the Day Comes is just so incredibly popular that I just want to try it. I'm not here to bash this book if I don't like it. I really am going to go in with an open mind and just know what I'm getting. I know I'm getting a dual timeline. I know they're going to be historical. And so I'm prepared for that. And I really hope that with that being said, I can still really love this book. I'm not going to read the back too much because I don't want to be swayed to like it or not. So I really just based on what I've heard people say, it's dual timeline because this girl lives in two different timelines and she has a whole life and family in both that I think are completely different. So I don't know how that's going to go. I do also think it's like Christian fiction. Like I think there's faith involved. So that's interesting because it's like kind of magical realism, I guess, in that sense, which I can like or not. It depends how it's written. So anyways, very excited about this one. So I will be reading that in this video, but it might not necessarily be first, okay? Because I'm going to include two books that I own because I'm trying to read off of my TBR shelf this year and like get it to 0 would be great. But another one that I've seen a lot of hype for is just this author, Melanie Dickerson. I don't know if this is technically Christian fiction or not, but I think it's clean. I think it's YA even, but this is the Huntress of Thornbeck Forest. So it's called a medieval fairy tale. So it calls itself medieval. And sometimes medieval can work for me. Depends how it's written. We'll see. But yeah, I think this is a Robin Hood retelling. So that's cool, where the girl is the Robin Hood. But I own this book, so I want to give it a try. This is an old library book, so this nice little white sticker is what's left over from that. And it has like a lot of water damage, so I am fine with that. I'm going to be reading it. So I think this will be the first book that I read in this video, just because I'm in the mood for it. And after my current read, I think I'm going to pick up this book. So I will be giving updates on this one pretty soon. But yeah, I've seen a lot of my friends and just in general, I've seen a lot of Melanie Dickerson's books. She has beautiful covers. I think they're all medieval set or at least historical in some way. So that's why I never really gave them a try. But owning this one makes me want to try it. So I will. We shall see how it goes. And then I kind of picked this one because like I've hyped this author to myself and to you guys. So just for an excuse to read another one of her books, I am also going to include The Hope of Azure Springs by Rachel Fordham. I really love this author. I love her books. I've only read 3 of them, but I've really liked / loved them. So this is her first ever published book, and I would like to read it because I own it and I want to read all of her books. So I hope that this ends up being 5 stars, but I've given 2 of her books 5 stars and 1 4 stars. So I think I'll like it regardless because she writes a great romance. Again, don't know anything about this one, but I think it's about a girl who's orphaned and she gets help from like a police officer during something. I don't know, but I will tell you when I actually read it. This will probably be the last book that I read in this video because I think I'll put timestamps if you want to just jump to when the day comes, but please don't. Read through this one too, okay? But this is the order I'm going to read these books. So Huntress, When the Day Comes, Azure Springs. I'm just like very excited about this, and I haven't even read the books yet, but I'm very highly anticipating this. You guys, I'm gonna go in with the most open mind possible. I want to love all 3 of these books, so we shall see. Here we go. Hello friends, check-in time. So I'm about halfway through, I guess. I'm on chapter 17, page 153, and it's going okay. Like it is a Robin Hood retelling. So you follow this girl Odette, who she's like an illegal poacher, and she like poaches deer and stuff and then feeds it to the poor people, but she's poaching on the king's land. So that is illegal. And then of course the new like enforcer guy, she's like having a connection with in her real life, like in the town. And then he ends up being the one who like has to chase her down and figure out who's been poaching. And so have a little romance, but she's also keeping a secret from him. So very classic storyline there. I definitely see how it would be enjoyable for some people, but it's definitely not my kind of story. I definitely feel myself checked out and I don't really care how it ends. Yeah. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I do find the writing a little bit shallow in the sense that I don't feel like we're getting a lot of like depth to the characters' emotions and their thoughts. It's kind of just a story we're being told. And it's kind of YA. The girl is 20, so I mean, they're not teenagers, but this is totally teenager level, I would say. I'm not very invested, and I definitely could DNF it right now and not care, but I will push through and finish it, and I'll probably give it 3 stars because like there's nothing, it's just like not for me, but there's nothing like wrong with it for me to like hate on it. I just like don't feel a connection to it. So there's that. I'm like very excited to start this book. I just want to read this book. So I might start this before I finish this book because I don't want this to like drag me down and put me in a slump. So I would like to start this one because I do feel the itch to start it. So I'm very anticipating because already this one's like, let's read some more, shall we? Okay, I hope you can see me, but I'm reading this book, and so I just got an explanation of what the situation is with this girl. So it says she lives 2 lives simultaneously, one in 1774, one in 1914. And then it says, when I fell asleep in one path, I woke up in the other, back and forth with no time passing in either one while I was away. That's crazy. So it's every single night she wakes up in a new one. That would be so confusing. I really like the writing so far. I find it engaging and interesting. It's not boring. So I have hope, you guys. So yeah, I'm reading this and Should I DNF this? I think I'm gonna DNF it. Yeah, because like I don't care how this ends, right? So goodbye to this. So that's a fail, right? I will not write off Melanie Dickerson though. I think this is one of her older published books, so there's hope that I could like a different one. I hope. But this one, let's keep reading. What? What? I like that. Okay. So, okay, so I'm on page 107. I like this. Yes. Okay, what a relief. I like it. It's not boring. I mean, there's times when like they describe what they're doing or like what something looks like and I'm just like, I don't care. But like I like her personality. I think both timelines have enough interesting things going on. And you know, I'm like most invested in the romance. And really there's none right now, but I like read into everything. So literally every guy character, are they the one? Okay. And what did we say on the back here? Okay, on the back, the name Henry is on the back. He is in one of the timelines. So her other timeline, I'm like, give me some more there, please. But then something just happened in the other timeline where I'm like, ooh, I like that. That was good. Because this author is smart. She puts events or things like this in each timeline in a good pace so that I don't lose interest, because I definitely was losing interest in the 1914 timeline, other than like her mom being really sucky, but like whatever. It almost feels like that's not her mom, but I know some moms really are like that to their daughters, but like it almost feels like they're adopted or something. Like the mom does not even feel like she loves her. It's kind of sad. I'm invested. I wouldn't say it's a quick read, although I've been trying to read this, and as you can see all of the clips before this, I've been reading all over the place because life is stinking busy and I don't have time to like sit down and read, other than right now because it's finally Saturday and I finally have no plans. So today is a filming and reading day. So I'm gonna read this as much as I possibly can. I don't expect to finish it, but that's why I like did my hair and I'm ready to film and read. But I have to finish this chapter because like, come on, Henry. Henry, he's making me mad. He can't commit. What is it with dudes who can't commit? Come on, Henry, get it together. She would literally do anything he wants. Well, maybe not anything, but come on. I feel like he's leading her on. Like, What is up with him? There better be a good explanation. I'm sure there is, but like right now, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I already knew. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Too little, too late.
You guys, I'm on chapter 26. I can't believe how much I've read today. I'm gonna finish this tonight. I'm so surprised. It's definitely like, it's interesting. It's such a unique story that I haven't read before. So it's fun that way. And I'm definitely invested. I really like Libby's character, but there's things in both timelines that are annoying to me, and I'm not like, I don't know how I feel. And like, stuff is going down right now, okay? You saw my reactions. Like, she's really good at like throwing in kind of shocking things. Do you know how badly I want to peek at the end? Yeah, really badly. And if this ends on a cliffhanger, unacceptable. Really great faith content. So impressed with that. I love the way that she is making that work in this story. It's so unique, and yeah, I just can't get over, like, what a unique story. I mean, I've been talking with Amanda, and she says that it's very similar vibes maybe to Outlander. I've never read Outlander, so I don't know, but I would assume, I guess maybe the time travel part. And yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. So let's finish it.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
So like, is this it? Like, what could possibly, like, there's no magic, okay? Is this it? Just tell me, okay? I literally never considered that. Never considered it. Hello everyone, welcome. So I finished this book and it kind of like cut off because I was just so in shock of what I read. I turned the video off and I like read the epilogue and I was just like, I'm impressed. I liked this book a lot. She did it well. The author, I'm impressed. I really am. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It's a solid 4 stars. I just found this so unique and really like the twist at the end. I had no idea that was coming and it was really good. I'm very impressed. I loved the ending. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. I kind of was worried I would hate this book, but I definitely didn't. I fully enjoyed myself. It was entertaining and it turned out to be a quick read. Like I read like 200 pages in that one day and I would recommend it. So a few content warnings, I guess. Like it does have 2 mentions of like an assault. Like within a marriage there is 2 like alluded scenes of assault. So I was really sad, and the parts where I was saying like oh no and kind of like being sad, that's what I was reading when I said those things. So there were really no details other than her feelings about it, so I wasn't triggered by it other than like it's of course sad, very sad and wrong, and like I said, the faith content was so good. I really loved everything included in that. Like I think that's what made it so unique, is the way that she brought in faith in God in a story that like isn't real, because it's not possible, but it still was done so well. I think I'll read the next book, but I don't really care to at the same time, so it's not like top priority. But I'm glad I read this. I'm glad I know, and I would recommend it. Like it was definitely well done. Definitely a well done story. So if you like something like this, I could see how it would be 5 stars. So there's that. That was very exciting and surprising. So last book of this video is The Hope of Azure Springs by Rachel Fordham, and I have already started it. I'm this far in. And it doesn't feel 5-star level right now. It's fairly slow, but you follow this woman who was shot and she's like rescued at the very beginning, and they're trying to figure out who shot her. It's like set in the old Wild West. And so far I don't really feel a connection to the characters or the plot. Like I'm kind of not invested yet, so that's why I'm like, ooh, I don't know. But I do like the writing style though. Like Rachel's writing style is so easy to read, and I think it's just good. It's just good. It's straightforward. That's what I like about it. But it's just kind of the setting, the characters, the plot, where I'm like, not there yet. Not there yet, but like I'm only 68 pages in, so there's a chance. But we'll see. So I'll update you maybe when I finished it, unless something else comes up. But yeah. Hi everyone, reading update. So I'm about halfway through. I'm on page 166 now, and only Rachel Fordham could turn this around. Okay, I was definitely not on board. I would say the first maybe 110 pages ish, but then I think something clicked where I just felt endeared to this main character of M. She is just the sweetest character, and I really enjoyed reading about her character and seeing her recovery and just how she's getting to know the people in the town, and just getting to know her. I am really endeared to her now, and I love her friendship with Caleb. Right now they are friends, and it's so sweet seeing how they rely on each other and how they make each other better. And I do expect to see some romance in there, but I'm actually just loving their dynamic in general, that they're friends and they talk, and it's definitely a slow burn for that reason. And then, I mean, Caleb does have a lot of prospects, so a lot of girls like him, and M is kind of being described as plain looking and not having really striking beauty, so some of the girls are mean about that, and I think because of that, I just like feel very endeared to her even more, and that her personality is just so strong. Because like at the beginning of this book, it was like down to a 3-star for sure, enjoyment level wise, but it's bumped up to a 4. I feel like this is going to be 4 stars by the end. We'll see though. Like right now I'm feeling good about it, but you know, we still have halfway to go, so it could maybe drag on, or maybe it would focus on certain things that I don't care about. But so it's hovering between a 3 and a 4, 3.5, 4, whatever. And I'm very pleasantly surprised. So I am probably going to finish this today. It's such a quick read. I'm telling you, I love how straightforward her writing is. It's not, I wouldn't say it's flowery. It's not like lyrical or super descriptive, but it's just good storytelling. It feels solid, which is just my favorite type of writing, I think. So yeah, I'm really into it. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to finish it today. So I will check in when I've finished it. Okay everyone, I finished this book and I am ready to wrap up this video. I had such a good time doing this. There's something about this kind of video for me. I enjoy it. And I really am happy that I got to read these books. And I hope this was fun for you to watch. So let's do a recap, okay? So the Huntress of Thornbeck Forest, this was a DNF, and I'm okay with that. I think that it was just a little too young for me. The setting, you know, the time period, none of that interested me, and I just found the writing like not very deep, and so I wasn't that engaged. I do want to still try more books from Melanie Dickerson, maybe just not in this series. But I would recommend it if you're looking for a clean, little bit of light faith content, kind of YA, new adult-ish, medieval Robin Hood retelling, okay? And then this book, the surprise of the video, because I wanted to try to like this, but I expected that I wouldn't. I didn't think that I was gonna like this book, but I actually really enjoyed it. Definitely a solid 4 stars. I would definitely recommend it. Such a unique Christian book. I think that it's just nice to have something different in the Christian market, because I am the first one to admit that a lot of Christian fiction kind of feels all the same. It feels kind of bland sometimes. But this one had such a unique twist with the time travel, the time hopping, and I just thought it was very interesting and well written. So again, I don't know if I'm going to continue the series, but I'm glad that I read this book. Now I know what everyone's talking about when they say that it's a favorite, and I would recommend this. So that was exciting. And then for this book, this is also a surprise of the video, because you saw at the beginning, I was like, I'm not into it. Like, I definitely was bored at the beginning, but it turned around big time. Like, the romance picked up, and I just loved the characters together. That's something that Rachel Fordham is so good at doing, is writing just the sweetest, absolutely endearing romance. I just eat it up. It's really good. And then she also takes her stories deep. Like, there is a deep underlying like heart issue that she tackles in this book, and just kind of like self-esteem, God's plan for your life, and your worth beyond what your looks are. Such a good message, and I ended up really enjoying this. This is 4 stars. I really loved that she was able to turn it around. I think because I was so surprised by the way that I started to really endear to these characters, it made it a 4 star rather than like a 3.5. So yeah, I am really happy about that. So what a fun video, you guys. I'm gonna write all of these books down below. I'm gonna link my past vlogs down below too, where I've done videos like this reading different Christian fiction books. So if you want to see my reviews and like my kind of in-person reactions, you can see that. But thank you for watching this, you guys. Again, I had such a fun time. So yeah, I hope you guys did too. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.